You are Zion Williamson. You cannot switch a ball screen like this. You have to be level to the screener so you are ready to guard. You are not ready to switch and guard right now, so Chris Paul's wide open. If you are Chris Paul, you can never guard like this with your back to your man. You have no idea what's going on with your man, so of course you get beat backdoor. You are dead so fast guarding Zion when you do this. Watch this Suns player here. Look at his feet. Look at how his feet are moving backward when Zion's not going anywhere. So now Zion's got you on your back foot while he's going downhill. Forget it. Okay, right now you see DeAndre Ayton. You're guarding Chris Paul. You've got to get above DeAndre Ayton right now. I mean, you don't have a choice. Look at this. This player just keeps staying behind DeAndre Ayton, so you give up an open three. Like, what? Jesus, what is going on here? CJ McCollum, you can easily get over and get in a defensive stance with your feet set. That never happens. You just keep backpedaling. Okay, right now you've got to get your feet set in a defensive stance. Get your feet level to each other, too. Don't open up your hip and give Devin Booker this angle here. But this player's feet are never set. All he's doing is just backpedaling. Okay, cross screen right here. You got to be level to your man as you jam this player as he comes through. Because once this player comes off it, you've got to be right there with him. Look at this player here. He's not level to his man. So now look at the space right now between him and his man, who's now coming off of a down screen and is wide open for three now. You can't guard one-on-one like this. Look at this. You have to have your feet level to each other so you are ready to slide. You are giving this player the angle right here. So, of course, he then does what? Takes the angle. All right, so the Pelicans hedge this ball screen right here. So on a pick and pop. So on this, you're not getting back to your man right here. This player rotates here, this player here, this player here. You're rotating to this last Pelicans option. But watch this player right here for Phoenix. Where's he going? He's going towards where there's already a rotation. So now there's no one to take Larry Nance. Okay, so the Pelicans run a down screen right here before this dribble handoff. You cannot go up the gut of this down screen. You have to go over the top. Look at the angle when you go up the gut. Look at the space now between you and Zion Williamson. So now he's downhill, and now it's game over, of course. Okay, this is what happens in transition when everybody just gets to the middle of nowhere. All five of these Pelicans are in the paint. Nobody's in the perimeter. What am I witnessing? Okay, if you are Jock Landale here, you've got to be way more aggressive getting out to Alvarado on this switch. Look at this. Look at how lazy you are to get out to Alvarado. So now you got to take a step up when Alvarado has the ball, so you bite on this pump fake, and now you give up an open three. But you just can't do this. Look at Mikal Bridges right here. You cannot lean towards the screen like this. Look at him leaning towards the screen. That's how you get blown by the other way for two. All right, if you're Mikal Bridges on this handoff, like you got to just go with McCollum. Watch Bridges here. Look at him. Look at him feeling out a screen coming, which never comes. So now McCollum's on the other side of this handoff ahead of you. That draws a second defender and an easy two. What is Chris Paul doing on this switch here? You cannot gamble. Look at Chris Paul gamble right there. Okay, that's exactly how you get beat the other way. You're Alvarado here, you can't start leaning towards the screen being set on this angle, because look what happens. Look what DeAndre Ayton does. See, look at he flips the angle of the screen, so now you have no chance of getting over top of this screen. It's a 2-on-1, it's a dunk. If you are planning on this elaborate double team of Zion Williamson, this player's got to come here and this player's got to sink down. So if a skip pass goes here, you slide there, this player slides here, and then this player comes back up here. But you got to rotate if you double. If you don't, yeah. Okay, if you are Zion Williamson here, this cannot be how you guard Chris Paul. You got to close your hip off and get your feet level to each other. You're giving Chris Paul the angle here. So he takes the angle, of course. What is Torrey Craig doing? You cannot go under a screen that it has this much space for you to just go over. Because now look what happens. Look how far under you just went. Are you kidding me? So now Zion Williamson, you're letting him get downhill. And when that happens, forget about it. Okay, so we have two defenders guarding Zion right now, okay? This player needs to just focus on getting out to his man. He cannot be standing in the paint. You're not going to get back out to McCollum, so it's pump fake and open jumper. All right, if you're this defender guarding Zion Williamson, your instincts have to be to slide with Zion Williamson east-west, okay? Look what this player's doing. He just keeps backpedaling. backpedaling, and Zion Williamson's going to bowl right through you. Okay, what is Chris Paul doing here? You're guarding C.J. McCollum. You are in a defensive stance. You can easily slide with him. Why are you bodying him up? Look at him. You body him up here. You're not sliding with him now. What? Okay, you are DeAndre Ayton right here. Please sprint back so you can guard Zion Williamson. Instead, DeAndre Ayton's going to jog. And so now look who has to take Ayton. Mikal Bridges, and Zion Williamson is already downhill, so forget it. Why am I giving up a practice shot right here to C.J. McCollum? Why am I not up and hedging? There isn't even a Suns player in the picture here, okay? Devin Booker can easily get over and backside help on Valanciunas' roll, but nope, let's give up practice shots. Cannot lean towards the screen. Watch this Suns defender here. Look at that, lean towards the screen. That'll get you blown by the other way for 2. Okay, this is good defense guarding Devin Booker in the post, but look what happens here, okay? Stop. This space has to get closed off now, especially with his dribble picked up. There's only thing left to do is contest, but you don't close that space off, so now he gets a jumper off. Got to communicate in transition. This player's got to say, I've got balls, so Landale can immediately come over here and take Zion Williamson. But look what happens. Look at how Landale's starting towards the ball. So now he's late to get over to Williamson, and then it's game over. Okay, so Devin Booker picks up his dribble right here. Okay, so there is nothing for this Pelicans player right here to do other than to just be guarding your man. Devin Booker's dribble is picked up, but you continue to stand in the middle of nowhere. So now it's an open 3. Okay, if you are Valanciunas right here in drop coverage, your only responsibility is to cut off the corner here from Chris Paul. If Chris Paul turns the corner, you are dead because it's going to collapse the defense. And yeah, the defense is collapsed. Matchups out the window in transition, okay? You get cross-matched all the time. Valanciunas has to come here so this Pelicans player can stay here. When you start worrying about matchups, this is what happens. You got McCollum having to guard 2 players. What's going on here? Larry Nance does not set a screen. There is no screen being set. So why is this player not staying with Larry Nance and underneath him? Where's this Suns player going? Now Larry Nance... What? There are way too many Suns players standing in the middle of nowhere in transition. This player has the ball. So why are you not finding a body, and why are you not finding a body? I mean, of course you give up an open 3. God. Have to communicate in a zone. So if this player comes out here, Larry Nance has got to tell this player that you got to take this player, and I'll take the Landale in the middle of the zone. But as you can see, there's just absolutely no communication. If you are Alvarado, you can easily get over this screen. You cannot get over the screen when you do this. Look at how you're feeling out the screen. Now you're not going to get over the screen. So now the Suns have numbers, open corner 3. This is exactly how you get killed in the zone when 2 people guard 1. This player's got to be down here, so this player can take the middle. Landale can go here, and this player can go here. But when 2 people are guarding 1, that means 0 people are guarding another. Communicate in transition. Larry Nance has to say, I've got Landale, and Valanciunas has to go towards the ball. Okay, but look what happens. 2 people go to Landale, no one goes to the ball. If you are Larry Nance Jr. right here, you've got to stop at the 3-point line, and you got to be moving east-west with Chris Paul. You move north-south with Chris Paul when he hasn't gone anywhere, and that happens. This is why you hedge here. You've got to get up and get this guard out of here. This player's got to be in backside help. If a skip pass is made all the way here, I can easily recover. But if you allow the roll man to get hit right here, now I obviously can't recover to the corner because he's 1 pass away. Wow, I mean, if you're C.J. McCollum, what are you... Get over this screen. Look at the space. How do you let that screen affect you? What? Not assume a screen is being set to this angle until this player comes off the screen. Look what happens. Look at this Suns player. See how this Suns player just jumped out? Well, this player just flipped the angle of the screen here. So you're supposed to be here. Right. All right, so you're doubling at the rim right here. What is Chris Paul doing? This player's coming down to help out right here. You need to stay in the corner. You are just standing in no man's land and staring at the ball for no reason.